Hey, it's travel day and we are getting out of here. Just warming up the old girl. Gonna stop through town, grab some groceries because I didn't do that yesterday, and then next stop, Cobar. Exciting. Alright, let's drive. Thank you very much, Nyngan Riverside Tourist Park. It's been awesome. I can't believe it's been 2 weeks. It just flew by so quickly. And yeah, I really enjoyed my stay here. I would love this place. I love it. I love it. I love Nyngan. I love this park. I love the river. It was all very perfect. We're back on the road again. Yay! Coolest buildings ever. Love this place. How cute is it? Let's rock and roll.
In 400 meters, turn left onto Barrier Highway, A32.
To Cobar. Woot woot. Very cool. So freaking cool. I love it. So stoked. What a cool place. Hey, look at that. Neat. We are just parked pretty much just outside the Cobar sign here, and I just thought I would show you my beautiful friend Rob when he came to visit me, and I told him I've been struggling with the heat at Nyngan. He's actually brought me this little 12 volt, I'll show you, the little 12 volt evaporative air conditioner, and you just need ice for it. So when I was at the shops, I bought a big bag of ice, and I've just put some ice in it, and let's see, it's actually not too hot at the moment. I will check the temperature and see what it actually is. It's not too bad, but I just thought I'd give it a go and see how it works. Still pretty hot in here, but it feels fine. Pixie's loving it. You're right in front of this little aircon. It's doing really well. I've worked it out on the Bluetti. It's pulling in, well, hardly anything now because I've turned it right down. It's only pulling in, drawing about 10 watts because the fridge has gotten to its temperature, so the fridges aren't pulling anything at the moment, which shows me that that's little aircon is drawing 9 watts. And I've actually just plugged the solar panels in outside, so they're bringing in 246 or 7 onto that, and we've dropped kind of about 10% because I've been sitting here for a couple of hours and I thought I better actually plug the panels in. So I've only just done that. And out here we've got a bit of shade now, so this side of the van's on the shade, which is always a good idea. And I'll show you. There we are, right next to the sign. How cool is that? And yeah, I'll show you where the solar panels are. So that's the Cobar sign there. I've just pulled them out, pulled the panels out of the back, so I've got to put everything away, and the panels are right there at the moment. Plugging in to here. I just swapped the DC charger out and put the one so the panels go straight into the Bluetti now inside. So that's what I'm talking about. How good is it? Game changer. Thanks, Rob.
Goodness, I am always here to help clean it up.
Here comes the sun. Do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun. I say it's alright. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. It's rainbow time. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. Making me some rainbows in my house. Thank you very much. Love me a rainbow morning. Good morning, Cobar. How's this review out the kitchen window, hey? I did it. I did a off-grid camp, even though it was quite hot. It was fine. It's now only about 17 degrees. It's perfectly chilly and pleasant, and actually, in fact, in the wee hours, I did actually crawl under my blanket. Pixie's fine. We're all good. I didn't sleep super great because of the trucks that pull in here. I ended up using my Loops quiet earplugs just to block that out completely, and then I slept like a baby after that, so that was good. I should have done that straight off the bat, but my hands pulled up a little bit swollen and sore today. Not sure what that's about, but I was like obviously pulling the solar panels in and out and driving, you know, maybe I don't know, just a little bit tight in this one particular sensitive knuckle that's usually my first trigger point, so keep an eye on that and make sure that that doesn't get too bad, but try and sort of take it easy and really just focus on some good breathing exercises this morning and getting myself into a really nice positive headspace, because I'm feeling kind of excited. It's just nice waking up after a off-grid night, and yeah, looking forward to the next step of this journey and this beautiful morning light. Blue Eddy is down to 45%. If you can see that, 45%, because I did have the fans running all night long. I've just brought the panels in last night when the sun went down. This is them all folded up, just sitting next to the door here. Now that the sun is up, I will put them out for a little bit, just while I'm getting ready, going to cook up some breakfast, cook up some eggs. I've got to top up the oil on the truck, because I noticed in the last leg of the drive that oil pressure was just looking a little bit low, and I did check it. I checked it when I arrived at Nyngan, but I didn't check it again when I left because I assumed it would have been fine. But anyway, I've got plenty of oil. I always carry like plenty of the special good oil that I have to use in the truck, and I usually have to top it up every sort of 500 k's or so I will be definitely doing that before I roll out of here. So I'm in no particular rush. I'm just cruising, and yeah, when I get some charge done up on this Luetti, some food in me, little walk for my pup, and we'll kind of cruise when we get round to it, really. Seven o'clock in the morning. It's a very pleasant 22.4 inside the caravan with a humidity of 51%. Pretty ideal, really. Solar panels are plugged in and currently bringing in 147-ish watts and drawing 28, running this fridge at the moment, which is on a freezer, keeping my ice cool. It did get quite low overnight because we were running that little we were running the normal 240 volt fan, and also that little air conditioning unit, and also I charged up my phone and my tablet, and as you can see I've got a splitter here for the 2 cigarette lighter options, one to go to the King's fridge and that one was going to the little evaporative air cooler. We had quite a few things running just to keep me cool, but yeah, I think, you know, going down from basically used 50% of my battery last night, but the main thing is we survived what was actually quite a hot night relatively comfortably. So I'll sacrifice 50% of a very easily rechargeable battery. I'll get a little bit of solar power this morning while I'm fluffing around, and then obviously when I'm hit the road I'll plug it back into DC charger, which will bring in about the same as what the panels do when they're pretty much running at maximum capacity. So we'll be fine. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going or staying tonight. I'm kind of just, because I didn't sleep super great, like I feel a little bit tired today. yeah, it's hard to sort of know. I have a few spots that I can stop and stay at, but I'm not exactly committing to anything because I'm going to sort of just see how I feel physically, really, from the driving. And yeah, when I get sort of closer to my capacity of like feeling like I need to pull up, that's when I'll kind of work out where the nearest spot is that I should stop and stay, and whether that's another off-grid night or whether it's a paid campsite. Really just, again, depends on how I'm feeling and judging the weather as I sort of head further west and see how it's looking. It looks like today is going to be another hot day, and then tomorrow onwards cools right back down again. So we'll see how we go. Breakfast is ready. Yum, yum. Breakfast, travel buddy, sunshine, everything I need to be happy. Okay, ready to leave Cobar. Just got to swing by the petrol station and let's see how this girl goes getting started. Shouldn't take too long. I'm waiting for my next door neighbours. I only stayed here because these people were here overnight, this couple. If they hadn't been here overnight, I probably wouldn't have stayed here. There is actually another free camp up the road I could have gone to. Come on, truckie, you can do it. Yeah, because it is sort of a truck rest stop area, and I don't know that I would have felt necessarily safe here on my own if not for this lovely couple next to me. So I've been kind of waiting a little bit longer because there's no sign of life from them yet, and I didn't want to wake them up starting my truck. I always hate doing that. But anyway, if you ever happen to watch this, next door neighbours, thanks for being good neighbours. I always warn people, like if I'm at a campground and I'm leaving early the next morning, I'm always like, oh, I hope you don't want to, let me know if you want to sleep in tomorrow because my car's a bit noisy when I start it up. Anyway, it can't be as bad as all these road trains that have been sitting here sleeping all night with their their generators running, so I shouldn't feel so bad, right? I just don't like pissing anyone off. Let's give it another go. Oh, nearly. I don't want to pump it too much because then I'll get a backfire. Come on, Effie, gotta stroke the dash. Stroke the dash. Stroke the fairy wall. Get him to the Greek movie reference if you haven't seen it. Hilarious. Oh, there she's going. All right. Couple more pumps, couple more strokes, some nice sweet talk into the gal. Come on, my Effie. Once we get going, you'll be fine. A little bit of a backfire. There she goes. Good girl, Effie. Actually, I have to let her warm up a little bit, just a little bit, because she's old. She takes a while to get going in the morning, a bit like her owner. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I ended up putting probably a good litre of oil in it, and that oil gauge is now gone right up into the midway point, which is the sweet spot that you like to see it at. I was a little bit concerned towards the end of the drive. It was getting pretty low. It wasn't like to the point where it says add, like dangerously low, but I'm glad I topped it up. It's perfect now, and that should get me at least another 500 k's. I'm going to keep an eye on it, obviously. The temperature's running great. Thanks, Stacey, my mechanic, for actually putting a new thermostat in my temperature gauge. I never had one before, so The only reason I knew if my car was overheating was if steam started pouring out of the bonnet. So it's good to actually know now. Now, if only I could get my petrol gauges to be accurate as well. At the moment, pretty much just over half is full. Like when I fill them, that's as max as it gets. So I've never really tested the theory to see how far below E they are actually when they're empty. I automatically, when it gets to the E zone, I'm flipping tanks from one to the other. So I haven't had to flip tanks yet, obviously, since where have I come from? Oh my lord, I'm losing track. Nyngan. Okay, I filled up in Nyngan and I'm running on the back tank at the moment, and it's looking about halfway-ish, which is about right because that was 130 k's, and I get around 250 kilometers per tank. So I'll fill this one up and we'll see exactly if it was half a tank or not, because it's sort of under half and it's really hard to tell with the gauge. It's just, I know, and I keep track. I'm really methodical about keeping track of how many kilometers I'm driving from one section to the next, and judging, you know, the usage of my petrol accordingly. And as soon as one tank gets empty at the next petrol station, I'm filling, flipping tanks and filling the next one. So I'm always got at least one full tank most of the time. If there's a petrol station with 95, 98, which there is here and there is at Wilcannia. So let's go do that. Bye, Cobar. You were very cool. Very cool.
Take the next left onto Barrier Highway, Nyngan Road.
Okay, I can do that.
Continue on A32 for 1 kilometre.
So yeah, that camp on the right there, where there's a few vans in there, that's the other sort of free camp option. I actually prefer where I was. That was kind of nice. Sleepy little town on a Sunday morning. Not much happening in downtown Cobar today. Very cool old pub, Great Western Motel. Oh, there's the big beer can. That's a bit legendary. Okay, we've got one more big thing. See if we can get a photo in front of that, shall we? Do like a photo of our big things. Van and big thing achieved. Another one for the collection. Was on my list of I knew it was going to be here, so that's awesome. I love it. Okay, next stop, petrol station. Alrighty, tyre pressure checked. Actually, it's good because this Shell had one of those digital readout ones, which I always prefer, because the ones with the gauge on the handle, I never really trust them, which is probably just as well, because last time I did it, which was at Lightning Ridge, because they didn't have the one at Nyngan, and I'd pumped it up to what it says I'm supposed to, but according to this they were slightly low, just like a couple, but still I'm glad when I have a digital one, I trust them. Right, it's getting warm. Let's crank the aircon on. We've got about 250 kilometers to go. goats. This road is full of goats. Goats. Can you see them? Everywhere. Hundreds of goats. Billy goats. Beautiful goats. And lots of beautiful, beautiful red dirt. Oh my God, look at it. How good is this? Ah! This is what I came for. Oh my goodness. So good. I just noticed it said Emmerdale powered sites. So this is like, there is obviously a petrol station here. I think I might have looked this one up at some point. I know, you need to do a wee. Anyway, I've just pulled in here into shade because it's shade, and then I noticed there's actually a power box. So you can actually camp here. It's probably a bit too early. I'm enjoying this drive so much. Like the road today is just giving me such happy vibes, and I'm really enjoying it to the point where I was even thinking of pushing further onwards. Like I was planning on going to Wilcannia today, but according to my GPS, you know, I'm going to be there at like 12 o'clock lunchtime, and part of me was like, oh, push through, push through to even Broken Hill or somewhere, you know, near there. But anyway, we'll have a wee break. This little missy needs to go for a wee and have a drink of water, and I'll decide what I'm doing in a minute when I look at maps and everything. But yeah, loving this drive. This is like, yeah, I'm just really enjoying the drive today. I just spoke to some other caravanners there. They do have premium petrol 95 here for 202.9, which is pretty good. It's actually cheaper than Wilcannia, but I do prefer the 98 if I can get it. So I'm going to forge on, and the people that I just met there, they're actually staying at the caravan park park at Wilcannia as well, so I think that's probably what I'm going to do. I feel like I can push it on, but no, I just checked the Blue Eddy and it's only on 57%, so I kind of need to charge everything back up again and do some cooking, and because last night I just ate stuff that I'd bought that was already cooked, so I do need to cook and stuff, which means, you know, it'd just be easier. One more hot night, I may as well enjoy it in the luxury of a paid campsite. $20 a night for a site out there in the middle of Wob Wob, and for an extra $10 you can have a site in Wilcannia that has nice toilets and showers and things. So yep, pushing forward, and that's what we're going to do. Let's turn the air back on. How's that, Pixie? She's like, oh my god, we're going to fly. Hey, I got him. That's pretty unusual. Actually literally squashed a fly. Didn't expect that. Alright, rock it on. Our little camp spot at Wilcannia, and there is a river behind us, the Darling River. Let's go check it out. I just had a shower. They have a really nice, they've replaced the old shower building with a really nice new one, really nice, with keypad lock, which they give you the number when you register. Oh my gosh, this river is so cool. You can't actually get down to it completely because it's obviously runs really deep. Wow. Wow, look at that tree roots. Water must have come all the way up there. That's so cool. Well, apparently you can't swim in this river. Harmful algae may be present. That's a shame. When I first pulled in here, I got a bit frustrated because the check-in system is really ridiculous. Like, you have to scan. There's nobody here. There's no office. It's unmanned. So they put a QR code at the gate and say scan the QR code, and it takes you to like a reservation, book your site, and when you pay for it with your card, it tells you what powered site number you're in. The problem is there's no phone reception here and no internet, no nothing. So you can't scan a QR code, right? I'm just going to sit here on the bench and explain it to you. So I'm thinking, well, you know, I thought about it. Like, I went online last night and I thought, oh, well, I could have booked it. But then I'm like, there's part of me that wasn't 100% sure if I was going to stay here tonight or if I'd push on through a bit further, depending on how I felt. So I didn't really want to pay online if I wasn't going to stay. So I was like, I'll wait till I get here, thinking at least in the town somewhere that I'd be able to get online. But no, there's no service. But then once you book in and pay and you get a receipt, they send you an email with the site number and the code for the Wi-Fi. It's like, that would have been useful when I was trying to actually book, you know. So it was all very frustrating, and I did read a few reviews on Wikicamps and other people got frustrated with it as well. Yeah, this is the world we live in. They're just trying to take the human element out of everything and make everything automated, but it frustrates me sometimes, you know. Anyway, at least I was able to put the air conditioning on, and I think it was close to 39 degrees when I pulled in here this afternoon, and I was very thankful for the air conditioner, and I just had a little nap because obviously I was just really tired because I didn't sleep very well last night. Old closed down amenities block and fancy new amenities block. Obviously this is an old amenities block, but I just love the style with all the rocks rocks and concrete. Isn't it cool? This is as you're coming in the entrance. sunset now. It's getting a bit dark.